these two will be eliminated.
You hear the arbiter just telling the rules, so why don't we listen in as well?
You say 60 minutes?
60 seconds.
Oh,
Sorry
60
about
seconds.
that. Sorry about that. Thank you.
And it's go time. 1e4.
1e4, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave trademark move, and a Sicilian defense. We'll get that live board working, catching up with the games. There we are. And, wow, deja vu. Nakamura has had this position multiple times so far this tournament, including just yesterday against Fabiano Caruana. And this is the bishop b5 variation of the Sicilian. Nothing open yet, nothing aggressive about it. But we'll see their intentions just in the next few turns.
It's a different Hikaru, though, because if we talk about motion, and we knew Hikaru was really upset coming today, he didn't control his own. Now he does. If he takes down Maxime and then the loser of Nordebek against Fabiano, he'll make his way through to the Final Four, the semifinals. So for Hikaru, I think he can breathe a sigh of relief. It doesn't get easier. You're playing Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, but at least he can control what happens next.
Yeah, Nakamura. Normally in these tournament situations, these kind of great sporting moments in history, we see people somehow survive, somehow qualify last minute by the skin of their teeth. They suddenly get inspired. So we'll see how Nakamura reacts.
To me, it's you've got to get those spidey senses going that, bishop takes pawn on the king side, always in the air.
Yeah, the good thing for Maxime is he does have that side of the board under his control, but you do need to watch out for a sacrifice on the h3 square. And this game resembles the other game in the sense that there haven't been any trades. We have all pieces still on the board. David, what are these players doing? When are the trades going to start?
Yeah, I'm hoping soon because this is too complicated. There's too much to handle. I certainly prefer simplified positions, but these players are saying they trust themselves. And trades could start when, for example, one side decides to go for the center of the board. For example, white can push forward himself with d4 in the next few turns. Black may try to do the same by pushing a pawn himself. Maxime says, no trades for you. Yes, these bishops are staring at each other, but they want to trade on their own terms. Maxime goes back with his knight. He's cleared a path for the white queen to come forward. Watch out for the white's knight to leap to g4. Very typical ideas here. White wants to be playing on the king side. Black, meanwhile, needs to decide when, maybe even now, to break out in the center. Flank attack versus central play.
And I like the control of that d5 square that both players are fighting for. And something important to note is that knight on c6 isn't really doing all that much. That pawn on c3, it limits its access up the board. So I do think that I would prefer to have the white side, your queen f3, knight g4 ideas. They feel very standard and obvious. And for black, that d5 push, it can either be a good choice, expanding a center, or it can be very consequential. White can still play queen f3. There's going to be a knight coming to g4, knight coming.
Tempe with his knight maneuvers earlier. He's panicking. Look at the clock as well. No time to defend.
Don't play king c4 if you're Maxime. That allows knight e3 check, and you drop your central d5 pawn. You do not want to allow that to happen to him. Gives the check, he pushes his pawn. But now where does the king go? Up it goes to c5 is carved out for it.
Yeah, beautiful. Nakamura here in trouble. Meanwhile, Vachier-Lagrave finding all the right moves. The coordination between White's pawns and dark square bishop should be over now. White just has to be careful where he puts his king. The only trick is to not walk into a knight fork.
Tense moments there, and Maxime is going for that big pawn. And he does take it, but there are some complications. It just looks like Maxime's pawns have moved way too ahead on the board.
That's right, the knight could have stolen that pawn, but the king and pawn game would have been losing because that g5 pawn would have been falling as well. So it's 2 extra pawns for Maxime, and he just needs to be a bit careful not to allow Hikaru to trade off, and that's a connected pass pawn 1 square away from promotion.
Hikaru Nakamura, 14 seconds. He is panicking. He tries to create a mess on the board. The h pawn, relying all hopes on that. But White's bishop, it's got to find a defensive square. Does he just move all the way to b8 right now so that the f5 can come in with a check?
As long as he stays on this diagonal that the bishop sits on, you called it, Tanya, there we go. Then he is X-ray vision guarding the h2 square. The black pawn can no longer push. It will be captured within a couple of turns. Pawn to f5 next is guaranteed. Now there's no more hope. Black's other rook's pawn, both of them were just kept under guard by this bishop, and it's now simply over. The bishop will come back and check this black king out of the blockading square sooner or later. 4 pawns against 1.
You can push the g-pawn now. You have 4 passed pawns to just 1 for black. And you can see Hikaru, he resigns. He throws in the towel. Great there from Maxime Vachier-Lagrave.
Incredible endgame play there on seconds by Maxime, and he takes the lead. And again, this is just a best of 2, which means Hikaru has to win the next game to take it to Armageddon. He managed to survive